It's one of the first industries to be affected, and it's going to be one of the last industries to recover because it takes a long time. It's not like in this sector where you can just say, oh, let's reopen for business. Right. My name's JD. I'm a producer slash recording engineer slash mixing engineer slash musician. I'm the founder and the owner of Studio 2105, where we are right now. When I first started getting into recording, mixing, and music production, I was very, very fortunate to know the members of Teh Tarik crew. Recording is done, album is done, so it came time to write the album credits. You see, Ultimate called me up and asked me and said, hey, I want to put your name in the credits, for the studio and everything. What should we call it? I said, I have no idea. Ultimate, I really don't know. Just out of the blue, he just said 2105 because that was my address. 21st floor, unit number 5. It was in the album credits, right? The inlay, and then everyone just started calling it 2105 by then. So I guess that's what we'll call it then. Oh, all right. Okay. So this is Rock the World 7. We've been fortunate enough to play on it quite a lot of times, many times already. So that's always awesome because nothing beats the feeling of like playing in front of like 20,000 people, right, in Bukit Jalil Stadium, And I think it was awesome because we got to hang around, especially in the after party with all those awesome people. Jared Leto was there, Panic at the Disco was there. Literally, Jared Leto was, in our hotel suite, We had a little private one, so Jared Leto was there, hang out with us. So we could say, yeah, I partied with Jared Leto. Here's the thing, with five of us, all of us can't skate. So since we can't skate, we play music lah. We actually printed out a whole A to Z list of skateboard moves, and then we just looked at it and we settled on Pop Shuvit. I think the other options, right, would have been far worse. Pop Shuvit is the right choice. Plus, it's a little bit of a double entendre, it's got a double meaning behind it, yeah. These two little trophies here are probably the ones that are the most valuable to me. Anugerah Kembara is awarded to an artist or an act that do a lot of traveling lah. The name is called Kembara, I don't want to brag, but if you only gave it 2008, you should have given it to us every year from 2005 to 2008. 2005 was our first major tour in Japan. Then I think pretty much from 2005 until 2009, we toured around so much Japan, across Asia, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Indonesia, and all that. This one is more for my personal achievement lah. So this was the Rakaman Album Terbaik, Best Engineered Album 2008. So it helps to have a little bit of credibility lah, to have this. So I'm very, very thankful and very blessed to have these. Well, right, okay. So, all right, so how did COVID-19 affect the studio business as a whole? Our music scene and music industry is definitely not the same. Since performers can't play gigs anymore, we can't have festivals, we can't have concerts. It's one of the first industries to be affected, and it's going to be one of the last industries to recover because it takes a long time. It's not like in this sector where you can just say, oh, let's reopen. I would consider myself very fortunate and very lucky, but I can only speak for myself. I've had work, projects have continued to come in, everything from mixing, from recording, and all that. So it's almost as if I'm back to normal. So now when MCO hit, when COVID-19 hit, it really accelerated this whole audio education thing. I have a little small community of people who are enthusiastic, people who want to learn anything related to recording, mixing, music production, music business, those sort of related topics. So it's a combination of that.
Outside of music, who is JD Wong? Who are you?
Uh, Outside of music, well, outside of music, I am. Do I have a life outside of music? Oh no! Suddenly that realization that I don't have much of a life outside of music. The thing that's really closest to my heart, right, and definitely most important to me is family. This sort of pandemic has taught us, right, is that we got to spend a lot of time, at home with our family and our loved ones. But to be honest, on my side, I've learned how to appreciate and that a lot more. My wife and kids are actually not here with me in the country, right? My wife is not Malaysian, she's from Laos. Thanks again to technology, right? Video calls, it's a lot easier and so much easier to do video calls right now. So yeah, lots of frequent video calls and all that. So life outside of music, yeah, has been revolving pretty much around, family. I'm kind of torn between two sides. The logical, the rational side of my brain, which is saying that, hey, get a real job, man. The passionate side of me, and hey, we are musicians and artists. Whenever are we logical and rational people? We are always fueled by passions. Bring your passion into it, but be smart about it, right? Always be aware of so many other possibilities besides what we usually view as the traditional paths of making music. Hopefully, that little bit of thing is helpful to those of you who are watching.